Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night. We're back with another speed build Sunday. So this one is quite cute. Definitely we dive back into the ranch style homes. So if you guys like ranches, if you guys love your houses to be like ranches, then stick around. So therefore you can see this speed build on Sunday. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Toggle on the notification button so you know when I'm posting, so you don't miss any content that I post. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Want you here, screaming at you, but it's like screaming at a wall. My words get lost.
Alright, so we go ahead and start with the walls per usual. And this build, you guys, is another build that I decided to go off on an image and try to replica the same thing that I see in the image that I chose. So this house is more like on the farmhouse type of style. Definitely has a big porch. Definitely is a main open main concept. Very like it has definitely what a farmhouse would have if that makes any sense. But yeah, so this one wasn't too hard to at least get the blueprint down and put the roofing the roof on. It was definitely something that I definitely wanted to try, and I liked how the way it came out. It was very cute. So I do want to say though that this house can be a house that has 2 stories, but midway through the build I was like, maybe I'm just gonna refrain from doing a second floor because I feel like I don't know what it was. I feel like I couldn't come up with a floor plan for the first floor on where I wanted my stairs to be. That was the thing. I couldn't decide what I wanted or where I wanted the stairs to be. So I'm just kind of like, I'm just not gonna make a second story for this house. I'll just go ahead and just do a 1-story house. And I liked how the way it came out. I liked how it was it fit perfectly. This house was just, meant to do just to have a first floor. But this house can be 2 stories if need be or want to be. So yeah, so only the only packs that I used for this house were just the base game and seasons. So if you're somebody out there that only has seasons for an expansion pack, this house is for you guys. This house is dedicated for you all. So you guys will love this house. It's very cute, very charming. It definitely has the farmhouse feel to it. So, which I was kind of like, where do I want to build this house at? Because I'm like, well, I don't want to build it in Osa Springs because Osa Springs is like more like the desert sort of kind of desert kind of feel. I mean, I guess this farmhouse could have been built in Osa Springs and still would have been able to fit in with the rest of the houses there. But I don't know. I feel like at that point I'd be building like a ranch, like my El Rancho ranch, my El Rancho mansion that I built a few weeks back. I felt like I would have to make it a little bit more, I don't know, maybe give it a more Spanish vibe to it. But this house I didn't. I just wanted to do like a simple, subtle family farmhouse, and I'm like, why not build it in Newcrest? So that's what I decided to do. Go ahead and. Here I just did a simple landscape, just putting down the, a little flowers, bushes, and, etc. I did wanted to do like a fencing around the dirt that I have there, but it just didn't came out the way I wanted, you guys, because I did use the terrain tool. And when you put fences down, you have that little like thing that you have to like, like the fences, they're just gonna spawn where they're able to, compared to like, the terrain tool, you can basically put dirt wherever you want. So I'm just like, you know what, why not just go ahead and use the rocks and just use it as, my form of fencing, kind of separate the dirt from the green grass. And it came out really cute, came out the way I wanted it to. I didn't really go too big on the landscape. I just wanted to keep it simple. I wasn't too sure either how I would feel about the spacing that I put there, but kind of just, thinking a little bit more into it and just putting some ground lights there, some solar lights. It definitely made it a lot more nicer, and it just didn't make it look plain and like, just didn't make it look like you had like these chunks of space there in your little garden. It made it look like it was meant to be there. So then I go ahead and do my backyard. I just did it just like a simple, not too big backyard, just enough to have something, swings for the kids. I put the floor station there, and I think it's the wooden bench where you can craft stuff with wood and stuff. So I put those two things there. For this little driveway, I guess you can say, I decided to go ahead and put some lamps on the trees to make it look like there were lanterns, because it just looks so plain there without nothing. It just would have been green there if I didn't put nothing leading into the backyard. So anyway, so we get into the inside of the home, and this is where I was saying that I had no idea if I wanted to do a 2-story home or just a main floor. And I could not for the life of me decide where I wanted to put my stairs, how I wanted my, home to be laid out, because everything looks so good on the outside. But when I get into the inside, it's just, I have this whole bunch of space. I'm like, shoot, I got to come up with some sort of direction for my concept, for my blueprint. Like, I got to decide where the walls are going to be. Where does the wall section, do you want the kitchen and dining room together? Or do you want the kitchen, dining room, and living room to be together? You have all these endless options, and I feel like that kind of overstimulates my small brain that I have. And I just don't know, how to fully just, right out of the blue be like, okay, I'm gonna build my kitchen and dining room together, or I'm gonna build my living room and dining room together. I'm still in those beginning phases, you guys. So anyway, so I go ahead and put my furniture down. Once I decided to put my living room, dining room, and kitchen together, decided to go ahead and just put the furniture down before I even do the walls or the flooring. And that's the most hardest part when it comes to only working with a certain amount of packs, because not every single pack is going to give you wallpaper or new wooden floors or tiles or carpet, because even though I had, I wasn't just working with the base game items, I was also working with the season, game items as well. But even then, I still didn't really have a whole lot to work with, I kind of had to really experiment and really become creative, you guys. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but I just don't like having brown countertops. I don't like using so much brown when it comes to building. And you guys are probably thinking, well, girl, you're literally using brown throughout the entire house, like for the living room, from the dining room, and not for the kitchen, and you're saying you don't like brown. I know, okay? Brown looks good on certain, pieces of furniture, or, brown looks great when it comes to walls, like how I have here, and with white panel on the bottom there. Some shades of brown look nice. I just don't like using it for almost everything. And I feel like the seasons pack gave me a lot of furniture that had a lot of brown shades to them, and I'm just like, fuck, how am I supposed to make this house the way I want it, but yet not make it so repetitive with. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead on a limb here and just go with white for the countertops, because that's the only color that I liked, that I had with the options that I had from the 2 packs. And this is what I came up with, guys. So hopefully, the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen, hopefully they seem like they can gel with one another, because I really did try, you guys. I really did. And I thought I would have more items to use, considering that I added a pack for this build. And no, it just felt like I didn't really have too much. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and try to do my best. And I ended up putting a Christmas tree there. Didn't have the lights, but hey, I just wanted to show that you can have a Christmas tree in this house. So if you're somebody who does only have seasons installed, definitely this house can hold a Christmas tree. So, and then I go ahead, just finish up with the flooring, and I decided to kind of give a tile, to put some tile by the kitchen. So therefore it kind of felt like it was sectioning off from the rest of the living room and dining room area. Here I decided to make just a little room for, like, the kids are out playing, they're playing in the mud, and this is the way, like the little mud room, I guess you can say, where they'll come and like put their stuff away. This is be the area to grab umbrellas or grab decorations when it comes to the holidays. And this room can also be a laundry room, you guys. I know I didn't have the laundry room pack. I didn't use none of the laundry pack stuff, for this room, but this room obviously can be used for a laundry room. So I just decided to use just the base games to kind of give it the illusion that it can be used as such. So then we get to the first, I guess you could say the first bathroom throughout the house, public bathroom that can be used throughout the house. Quite big. And I wanted to do so because, I kind of had this vibe that this house can also be a family home as well. And, I definitely wanted to make the rooms big. Definitely wanted to add a children's room in there, obviously, And this room was actually pretty cute, you guys. I liked how the way it came out. I liked how I did have, enough items to use, not just the base game items, but also the seasonal items. And I really liked how it came out, and I was like, oh, this is coming out so cute. I try to make it as universal as possible. This could be meant for a girl, a boy, or a girl or boy, but I think the purple kind of gives it away a little bit. But I couldn't help myself. I love purple, and when I see stars and purple, and a big old circle rug, I'm gonna use it. Why not? Anyway, so then they get to this long ass hallway, in this wide hallway. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put a fireplace in here. I'm gonna have to do something to make this hallway not so hollow, I guess you can say. So I ended up putting like a mirror there to kind of give it like a really fancy modern look. And this is probably the second room that I like out of the entire house, because it has like this little it has the windows there that obviously that shoots outside for your Sims to see there. And I'm like, okay, I guess I could try to make this an area where maybe maybe it could be a sit-in area as well. Maybe the parents or whoever lives in this home wants just wants to get away from the living room, which is the most I guess you could say the social area of the house, and just kind of get away, maybe read a book, study, or whatever. So I decided to go ahead and just add some seating there. You could add a bookshelf, but none of the bookshelves that I had from the packs that I had that we're using, I just did not like. So of course you can add a bookshelf in there. So then we get into like the master bedroom, I guess you can say. And I definitely use pretty much all of the season items, from like the comfort category to the dresser category, and obviously the decor category, trying to just make this obviously a seasonal room. This is probably a room where probably the parents would sleep, or, if you're using this home, just for random Sims that are living together, it can be used for one of the Sims, don't matter. So I just wanted to kind of like, I kind of wanted to make this home a little bit different. Like I said, I made each bedroom quite big. Even if you can even see in the last room, like in the kids and toddlers room, it's kind of pretty big for a toddler and kids room. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make this farmhouse, legitimately also carry the size as a barn, because barns are big, they have lots of room. So I wanted to do the same thing for this house. I wanted it to be, I wanted to have room, and I wanted to, be enough, if you have a big family. So yeah, so I guess this is another, I guess you could say, brown room that has lots of brown, different shades of brown in it, which, I might not like to use brown a whole lot, but this room came out pretty nice and cute. So this bathroom, this bathroom it's conjoined. Okay. This bathroom is going to be shared with the master bedroom and one of the single bedrooms as well. So it's not going to, how should I say this? It's, this is the first time that I actually made the master bedroom share a bathroom with another bedroom, which, is no biggie. It was easier. It was easy for me to do the layout this way, but I also made sure to do it, make it a little bit more bigger. To also add a bathtub, just a walk-in shower, obviously to give the illusion that, okay, this is the special bathroom. This bathroom has a whole bunch of space and definitely has a spa feeling to it. So even though I had a hard time picking the wallpaper and tile because, lack of wallpaper and flooring, to use. And I was like, okay, we're just going to have to do what it do, just going to have to. So this room, I went ahead and decided to make it into just a regular room. I did give it the illusion that maybe a teenager would live in here. I don't know. I just have a thing of making bedrooms for kids and teenagers because I guess they're the most fun to make because, teens and children, they just, they're just fun to be around with. I guess, I don't know, they have their own little worlds, their own little personality. So that's why I decided, to make this as a teenage room. It could be any type of room you want. You can always convert this room to something else, something that would benefit your sim or your sim's family. It can be, it could be another kid's room. It could be an exercise room. It can even be a craft room for your sims who love to knit and make sweaters and socks and scarves and etc. It could be, these rooms can be anything that you guys want them to be. I'm just somebody who just builds them and gives you an idea or, just a starting pack, I guess you can say, so you guys can always make this house a second story. You can always, add stairs, because there is room if you, go ahead and go on the upper level, there is room to make more rooms. So if you guys desire as such. So yeah, so this is the house, you guys. I hope you guys really like this build, and don't forget to like, a comment, and subscribe. Tug on the notification button so you know when I'm posting, so you don't miss any content that I post. And I want to make a huge announcement that you guys, we met our 100 subscriber mark. I cannot believe it that almost a year ago, in August, I started this channel and I didn't have no subscribers, and now almost a year later, I have 102 subscribers. That is so crazy. It's just, I feel like in that amount of time, I feel like that is a lot of people following me. And I feel like that is such a short amount of time to have that many people following you, and I'm just really grateful and happy that you guys decided to subscribe to me. And, let me know in the comments what you guys would like me to do for my 100 subscriber video. So I am planning to do that. I just don't know what to do. I want to do something big, I want to do something, something cool, something fun. So yeah, give your girls some ideas to do her 100 subscriber videos. So I'll be looking. And also, don't forget, if you also like me, you like my channel, also share my videos, so therefore everybody else can jump on the little wagon that we got going on here. So therefore we can have a much more bigger audience and a lot more people enjoying my content. So like I always like to say, the time you took to complain, you could have did it yourself in less. So until I see you guys in the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.